Okay, we're going to do a quick blurb here that I did not do in class related to the phase of a propagating wave. Okay, so if this wave is modeled by a sine function, then when the wave is here starting upward, that would correspond to the sine of 0 with the argument of the sine increasing. So we have the sine of 0, meaning that the phase at this point is 0. Okay, sine of 0 is here. Okay, so that corresponds to this point. Now, got another circle here to indicate the phase at this point. Okay, we've gone through a half cycle and we're out here, and that corresponds, of course, to the sine of what? 180 degrees or pi. So that the phase on the unit circle would be over here. So here's 0 phase. We could make that even an arrow, although you probably can't see the arrow very clearly. So this would correspond here. Now, at this point, we're at a valley. Now, we haven't completed a cycle, but we're 3/4 of the way through the cycle. So what's the phase at this point? Well, it's 270 degrees. And we can understand that at 0 degrees or 180 degrees, the y component, which is what the sine models, is 0 in both of these cases. Now we get over here, and the vector is at 270 degrees, and the y component is then at its negative maximum, its valley point. Back here, we're back to 0. So between here and here, our phase has gone from 0 around 180 degrees, and this isn't drawn very well to scale. That hump is way too short, but we'll live with that. But okay, we're going from 0. It'd be 90 degrees here. I didn't have room to draw that one. And then 180 degrees, and now it's 270 degrees, and now it's at 360 degrees, but we're going to call that 0. Okay, so we're back to phase 0, and then where are we going to go? Well, to get to the peak, we're going to go to phase 90 degrees. Okay? Now, if we look at the wave propagating past some point, the phase, let's say the point is right here. So the phase at the instant the wave is drawn right here is 0. But what's going to happen? As the wave moves, the phase is going to go, in this case, it's going to, this point is going to come in here, and the phase is going to go down to 270 degrees, to 180 degrees, to 90 degrees, and back to 0. So the phase at this point is going around the circle. The way this is drawn, it's actually going around the circle in the negative direction. As the wave comes through, the phase goes from 0 to 270 to 180 to 90 and back to 0. So you can imagine this phase vector rotating around the circle as the wave goes by. Every rotation corresponds to one complete cycle passing the point.